In this lesson, we're going to be looking at functions. A function is a rule that establishes a relationship between two quantities called input and output. For each input, there is exactly one unique output. A relation is a set of ordered pairs. Vertical line test is used to determine if a relation is a function. A relation is a function if there are no vertical lines that intersect the graph at more than one point. To determine whether a function or a relation is discrete or continuous, or a function or a relation is discrete if it allows x values to be only certain points on the interval, like integers. 1, 2, 3, there's an infinite number of numbers just between 1 and 2, so there's a gap in between each one of those integers. Whereas continuous functions, they allow x values to be any point on the interval, like fractions and decimals. So in between each one of the integers, there's a infinite number of numbers in between. So those numbers are represented by fractions and or decimals. For example, a circle is not a function because it does not pass the vertical line test. As you can see, the vertical line intersects the circle at more than one point. In this example, we want to determine whether this map is a function or not. 8 maps to -3, 11 maps to 19, -4 maps to 9, and -7 maps to 5 and to 4. Now, for functions, each element in the domain maps to only one element in the range. And as we can see in this map, -7 is mapping to 5 and to 4. So this is not a function, since the -7 maps to more than one number. And this is going to be discrete because each one of these represents points. And we have another set of points, so we can already answer whether it's discrete or continuous. It's going to be discrete because these are a set of points. And whenever we're trying to determine if this is a function or not, we're looking for repeating x coordinates. Repeating x coordinates indicates that that element in the domain is mapping to more than one element in the range. And as you can see, we do not have repeating elements in the domain, no repeating x coordinates. So yes, this is a function. And as we stated before, it is discrete because these just represents points on the graph. If we look at this function here, notice there are no breaks in the graph. It starts up at it starts really at the vertex of that parabola, and then it continues in the positive x direction. So there's no breaks in the graph, so this is a continuous, this would be a continuous relation, and it's not a function because it's not going to pass the vertical line test. And then lastly, we've got the graph of a line here. All lines except for vertical lines are functions. So this line is going to pass the vertical line test. And all lines are continuous.